Yo, last year I made a post on Facebook and people threatened my life. Um, yeah, I made a post telling homeowners that they don't own their homes. That's not your house. You don't own that house. Um, and people was upset. Boy, was people upset. Um, Somebody just texted me, asked me if I'm vaccinated. What the hell you think? Hell no. Oh shit, I couldn't even say that word. Maybe it'll, may not. I don't want to start this video over. So yeah, nobody owns their home. Nobody owns nothing. The bank owns that house. The government owns that property. You don't own that. Now, what you do own is you own the thought that you own that house or that property. The reason why I made this post is because I seen a lot of people thinking they were homeowners like last year and even this year too. People fell for the okie doke. They fell for the American dream pitch. Like, yeah, you need the nice house with the white picket fence. The American dream. A lot of y'all people bought that. You don't own that house. If you go through a bank, get a loan, you don't own that house. The bank owns that house. You stop paying on that mortgage, the bank is taking the house. If you do pay off the mortgage, you have to pay taxes forever, every year, or however you got that shit set up. Twice a year, once a year, you got to pay taxes. And if you don't pay them taxes, they come in and take that shit. So how do you own this joint? How do you think you own this? You know the word mortgage, you know what that means? Mortgage means... The word mortgage literally means death pledge. You are signing a death pledge. So that's basically saying you're paying on that forever till you die. And then there's another thing called eminent domain. Eminent domain is where if the government say they need your that land wherever if you got a house built somewhere and the government come and say, yo, we need this piece of land where your house is at, you gotta leave. You gotta get that house up. So tell me again, how do you own your house or your property or your land? You don't. Because whenever they want, they could come take it. If you stop paying, look at the stores like MC Hammer, that boy, he stopped paying taxes. They took everything. Everything. If you stop paying on them taxes or that mortgage, they coming to take that thing. So you don't own it ever. And if you do pay it all off, you pay the mortgage off and you up on your taxes. If the government want to come and say, yo, we need this because we're going to build a road or whatever they say they want to build there, and then you could look it up. There's stories where the government came and made people leave their properties because they say they were going to build some stuff there, and they never built nothing. They just took the people's land. So you don't own your house. You don't own your land, your whatever you think you own. You don't. And I had so many people just like upset about this. How could you be upset at me about the truth? You can't be. The only reason why people was mad is because they feel like suckers, because they bought the American dream. That's the only reason why they mad. So people was on there like, I'd rather own than rent. What are you talking about? I just told you you don't own it. And people's comments was just not even making sense. Yeah, I don't know. All I said was you don't own. I didn't say you couldn't make money off the crib. I said you don't own it. You never will. So, yeah, that's that. Please, it was a real quick one. Just letting people know you don't own a crib. Be humble. Calm down. Um, so you just bought the illusion. That's about it. And real quick, right now, or like the last 2 years for real, but right now, you see how many people been buying cribs, becoming homeowners. That was all a setup, yo. That shit's a setup. They put shit on TV and social media to make you feel like, yo, I need to own a house. I seen so many people on Facebook and stuff, young as hell, talking about, or no, it don't even matter what age, but I seen young people and older people saying that like I really want to own a house. Like I'm gonna own a house this year. I'm gonna get this house. And just they put shit on social media to make people think that's what you need. That's what you're supposed to have. That, but they just selling you a dream, because especially right now, ain't the time to be been no homeowner. Shit about to plummet. The government, man, you're not gonna be able to afford that shit right now, and they know it. That's why they pushed it so heavy these last few years for people to own homes, because the banks got your money already, and the bank's about to have that house. When you can't pay none of that shit, when you can't pay that mortgage or them taxes. Come on, man. Look what's going on in the world right now. This shit was all a setup to make people think, oh, I need to own a house. Now, I need it. Man, what? Eminent domain, you will never, look that up, you will never own your house. You stop paying your taxes, they taking that house. And you start paying that mortgage, they taking that house. Like, then people get cribs built and think they own that. No, you stop paying taxes on that land and shit, bro. You just built that. You just built wherever you got that house built at. You just built that city, or wherever you at that town, a new house, because they got a new house. They got your money, your house, and they about to get more money off of it, because they gonna sell that shit or rent it out. So you don't own nothing. You don't own shit. There's only like a few places where you outright own your house, and I think they all in the Middle East somewhere. So yeah, and it shouldn't be that way. Like, how you gonna sell something that you don't even own? Like, this is, the creator made this shit, but hey, we are in the 3D matrix right now. Some of us is. That's why I'm out of it. That's why my mind's out of it, but my body's in it. That's why life is so confusing right now. But peace.